Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Hey traders! You know, I actually thought about starting this video off with boom goes the market, boom goes the market, boom, 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 but there was no boom in the market. So I couldn't, I couldn't start my video off with that. Anyway, guys, having a fantastic week. Just got out of a trade today. I've only had, for me personally, guys, I've only had one trade this week, and I just got out of it today for a nice profit, and that was my trade. I was in it for about a week. It took a bit of time, but ran into a nice profit, got out of it, and that was my only trade for the week. But hey, that's the reason why I have a high win-loss ratio. I don't take shite. Anyway, let's have a look at the indices right now, and I'm going to look at the Dow Jones here and the S&P 500. Let's have a look at the short term here, okay? Again, this is the short term. This has nothing to do with the weekly chart. That weekly chart could be forming some sort of a higher low right now. If I go to the weekly chart, okay, that weekly chart could be forming some sort of a high low, and then we get and then we could be getting ready. Oh man, it's been an amazing week. To break out and break up to the upside. So that's what we could be seeing here right now on this weekly chart. But on the short-term charts, this is we're not out of the woodworks yet. Okay, we have this high up here. And this is where you want to start to see, because the market has started to slowly step down a little bit. But that weekly chart, as I said before, that weekly chart could be forming some sort of major high or low. So right now we have this here, and we have where we are right now. So is it going to continue to make a lower high? Or are we going to run up and start to break this high? And if we do that, then the sellers are no longer low in their prices. And in fact, right now, it's actually getting quite weak, because if you look at this move here, right, this is how you can tell whether a move is strong or whether it's weak. And let me, come on now, be nice. Right, come on. What you want to do is on a Fibonacci level, if you measure from the low to the high of a move, if it retraces less than or 50% or less and then continues, it's likely to continue. You can see a bounce and then continue up. Or if you go from the high to the low on a downward leg, look at this here, right? Oh, look at that. You can't make that up, can you? Look at that. High to low. Where did it run to? It ran to where? It ran straight to where? 50% rejected at that level. Remember I said before, 50% or less. And then it's likely to continue. Look at, then it continued down, didn't it? So then we had a really, really, really nice continue there. So you can see that through there, right? And then but what's happening right now on this movement up here? If we measure from the high to the low, notice how we're breaking right past this 60% level. So that's actually, when we look, now what we're doing here, what are we doing here right now? We're doing what? We're measuring the short-term momentum on this market here, aren't we? So the short-term momentum here is saying that the sellers are not strong here. Now it doesn't mean that it's not going to create a lower high. It just means it's not as strong momentum as you would think, okay? Now, moving on to the S&P 500, same sort of thing, right? But the S&P 500 is doing what? We have a high up here. We have a lower high. This still could be some sort of lower high here right now. And then we start to head back down. I don't know. No one knows. But but as long as the market stays below here, the sellers are lowering lower high, downward trend, right? That's how the markets work. It steps down. And as long as they keep making lower highs and lower highs, that's what you want to see, right? But if the market starts to break up like that and break past one of the previous highs, guess what? Sellers are no longer low in the prices. And right here is now a change in trend, or potential change in trend in the markets. So that's what we're looking at there right now, guys. It'll be really, really interesting. Leave a comment in the chat box below. Let me know what you think. Hey traders, I'm running a flash sale to my brand new Grab the Markets by the Balls trading course. And if you click on the very first link in the description, then you'll be able to go see all the details. So go click on that right now and go check it out before it ends.